A breath of white air disappears into the forest. The world holds its silence wrapped in the pale light of morning. Here in Finland, architecture, design, food and farming all move to the same rhythm, the quiet pulse of nature itself. In that harmony lies a philosophy known as living design, a way of shaping life, not things. Today on NEOTERRAIN, we welcome Professor Erik Rautavaara, a cultural anthropologist and design philosopher, to explore how Finland's everyday life embodies this union of architecture, design, and the circular spirit of food and agriculture. Erik, when I walk through Finnish architecture, I feel something alive, something that breathes. Take Alvar Aalto's buildings, for instance. They seem less constructed and more grown.
Exactly. Aalto believed that architecture was an extension of nature. Before drawing a wall, he would sketch the movement of light, how it reflects on wood, how the lake shimmers through a window. He designed buildings not to shut out the outside world, but to welcome it in.
So architecture becomes a kind of translation between human and environment.
Yes. Finnish architecture isn't about protection, it's about connection. Look at the Seinäjoki Library. Silence there is not the absence of sound, but the presence of empathy. It's a space that listens.
Silence as empathy. That's a beautiful notion, that architecture can design relationships, not just structures.
Indeed. Architecture is a social organism. It visualizes the breathing rhythm of society, creating an in-between, a dialogue between city and forest, between humans and landscape. That is the essence of Finland's architectural philosophy.
Finnish design feels gentle, simple but never sterile. There's a kind of quiet strength in it.
That's because in Finland, function and poetry are not opposites. Consider Marimeko's textiles, bold colors guided by rational geometry. Emotion and structure coexist. True design happens in that balance.
So it's both sensory and logical.
Exactly. Design here isn't about creating something beautiful. It's about creating conditions where people can feel at ease. When you hold an Iittala glass, your body relaxes almost unconsciously. That's not aesthetics, it's ethical design.
Ethical design, what a phrase. It's about harmony, not convenience.
Yes. In Finland, design is the language of society. Through objects, we express how we wish to live together. That's what lies between function and poetry. Design as a social language.
Architecture and design both mirror Finland's dialogue with nature, and food seems to complete that circle.
Indeed. Finnish food culture is the embodiment of circulation. We pick berries, ferment them, preserve rye bread, smoke reindeer meat. All these traditions were born from the challenge of surviving winter. But they also reveal something deeper, a design of time.
A design of time, I like that. Culture defined by how it treats time.
Exactly. Today, the idea of zero-waste restaurants is spreading. Take Restaurant Nolla in Helsinki. They aim for complete circularity. Organic waste becomes compost. Compost feeds the farm, and the farm feeds the next meal. To eat is to return.
So food becomes a social mechanism.
Yes. Education reflects this too. Many schools now maintain their own gardens. Children grow vegetables, harvest them, cook, and eat together. Through that process, they learn responsibility, not as a rule, but as a rhythm of life.
So, design isn't just about creating artifacts, it's about cultivating relationships between people and between people and nature.
Precisely. Design, in Finland, is a system of relationships. Architecture, design, food, and farming, none exist alone. They form an ecosystem of meaning. The social implementation of living design.
Today's theme, living design. It's not about objects, but about designing relationships between humans, nature, and society.
Yes. Finland's philosophy goes beyond sustainability. It's about decentering the human. We don't manage nature, we co-design with it. That shift in perspective is Finland's quiet revolution.
Designing society like a poem.
Exactly. Silence and structure, intuition and logic. They coexist here without conflict. In that harmony, we rediscover the beauty of simply being alive.
To breathe with nature, to live like poetry, to design a future that circulates rather than consumes. That is Finland's way, a land where silence is not emptiness, but the sound of thought. Listen closely, and you may hear your own rhythm of design awakening. NEOTERRAIN, living design, the Finnish way of life.